Did you guys see a story of a certain Ugandan makeup artist who was narrating what had happened to her? I was so in shock. I couldn't believe that people can actually do this. Well, she said that, I think it was either 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, she was booked to work on a bride somewhere outside of Kampala. She didn't tell us exactly where. So on the D-Day, actually prior to the day of the Kwanjula, she calls up the bride-to-be, and then she asks her, by the way, we are coming over there. Are there some, places where we can spend a night, either a guest house that is not so far away or a hotel? And the bride told her, no, it is okay. Actually, near my place, there is a certain guest house. You can come over and sleep here, and then the next day it will be easier for you to do my makeup. And she was like, fine. So she drives with her team and they go to the place. Now when they go to the place, they found they couldn't exactly sleep in that guest house. So they decided they were going to park the car where the event was going to take place, because there were other service providers who were already there. I think the lady who was also doing the decoration had the tent up, and that's where they were going to spend the night. So she decides, you know what, let me park here and sleep in my car so that I can work on the bride very early in the morning and then head out of that place. At around 5 a.m., mind you, she's in her car with her stuff, she hears a knock on the car door. When she opened, she found the auntie of the bride, and I think it was either the father or somebody else, who had brooms. They woke them up and they were like, oh, you come out, here are the brooms, mugende mwere oluja. You have to help us out. Do the cleaning. And the makeup artist was like, wait a minute, this is not what I came to do. But because she didn't want to seem disrespectful, she got the brooms and she started cleaning the compound. I was listening to her story and I couldn't believe it. That is crossing all boundaries. Anyway, fast forward, they finished cleaning up. Now she goes to the bride and started working on her. The father to the bride comes and asks her for her car keys. And he was like, listen, we need your cars because you have parked where other people need to do it, or maybe to park, or they need to move the cars or something like that. Well, she was like, okay. And then she started thinking, but wait, where I parked, I don't think would be an issue. That's why I chose that exact spot, because I even asked the bride. The bride was like, you give them the keys so that they can move the car for you. 1 minute later, I think something was telling her something is so wrong. So she decides to go outside and see what was going on. You guys, she found when they were loading jerry cans in her car, to go and use her car to fetch water. I was in shock when she was telling the story. I'm like, what is this? She was also in shock. Anyway, fast forward, she worked on the bride and left the place. This is why I tell you people, you should always try as much as you can to create boundaries. Even for your small business, people will make you do things you're not supposed to do. Can you imagine? People will make you do things you're not supposed to do. Now, there's a difference between being nice and being kind. She was being nice when it's not needed. How do you start doing chores when you're supposed to be a makeup artist? Really? Because you're afraid what? To disappoint people? Anyway, I'm not going to blame the makeup artist because she's a victim here, but also you. When you hire people, please respect people's hustles.